That's right. That's right. Well,
We're glad
welcome.
you're here.
We are indeed.
Yeah.
Jenny, I'm going to leave you guys. I've been asking Kate's a few fantastic questions from the audience chat. We maybe have given the kids in the audience a chance to look up the word aspirated too. That was nicely done, Kate. And so I think that's the perfect note for me to bow out on, and to hand it over to Jenny. Thank you both again.
Thank you, Eric.
Delighted you're here, and enjoy.
Thank you.
Great to be here. I still can't believe it's been 20 years since you published Because of Winn-Dixie.
And are you going to tell the story about how you and I met?
Well, are you going to ask me questions, or am I going to ask you questions?
This is a long-standing problem between me and everybody who interviews me. I end up interviewing them. So go ahead, you're in charge.
Okay, what I learned when you published Because of Winn-Dixie is that you were writing 2 pages a day. Do you still do that?
I do, and Eric and I were just talking about that when everything went into lockdown, and I did those writing tips on Facebook, which you actually looked at, and I was encouraging everybody to, to write, and how because I was encouraging them, I felt morally compelled to do it myself, and I do typically. Pandemic or no, if I'm home, I'm usually writing 2 pages a day, and that is. I worked with somebody a long time ago who used to say to me, "Do you think Dickens wrote just 2 pages a day?" And I would like to say to all the doubters out there, 2 pages a day is a novel. If you show up, it's a novel in a year's time if you show up every day. So.
And Dickens, of course, was under a certain amount of pressure because he would read his serial each week, right? And
right.
Sure.
Right.
You don't have to do. You can wait, and you do some editing too, don't you? After you write.
I am nothing but editing, Jenny Brown, and University of Minnesota has the Curlin collection. And you and I both know about that, but there might be other people that don't, where you can go in and look for children's writers and illustrators, and you can see all of my rough drafts and just what is that? Oh no.
Is an early draft of Because of Winn-Dixie, which I took from Lisa Von Drasek's office at Bank Street. So that is what people can see in the flesh when they go to the Curlin.
Yeah, and let's say what it is. It's terrible. It's I sat next to somebody once at a luncheon who said that she had gone in and looked at the rough drafts of Winn-Dixie and thought that they were so terrible, and then thought, if this is where you're allowed to start, then I could write a novel. And that's why my stuff is at the Curlin, because she did go and write a novel. She was getting ready to publish a novel when I talked to her. And so it's just like, that's what it's there for. It's very embarrassing, but it also shows you that it's work, and that if you want to do something, you can work your way through it.
And Kate, I think we have shared the prompt to your Facebook posts. I think you did 12 altogether, and we have a link to that in the chat so that people can go and look at that and do that with their children or their students or their library patrons. It's a wonderful gift. And Kate, you were in conversation with Jason Reynolds about being a national ambassador for young people's literature, and you talked about some prompts that he did as well.
Oh, his